Chapter 1. The Enchanted Night at Wizarding School.
A long time ago, in a distant village, there was a magical school called Hogwarts. In this school, there were many special students who possessed incredible abilities, capable of performing wondrous feats. The story's protagonist was a young boy named Harry. Harry had a head of shining black hair and a pair of inquisitive eyes. He lived on a street called Privet Drive, a place that appeared quite ordinary, but Harry had a remarkable secret. One night, as Harry was getting ready for bed, a giant named Hagrid suddenly appeared outside his window. Hagrid was the keeper of Hogwarts, and he brought with him a letter and an invitation. Hagrid said,
"Harry, you are a wizard, and you're about to embark on your magical journey. We need you at Hogwarts."
Harry was astounded but also excited. He accepted the invitation and, together with Hagrid, soared away on a flying motorcycle to Hogwarts. When they arrived at Hogwarts, Harry was utterly amazed by what he saw. The school was a massive castle with towering turrets and mysterious forests. Here, he would learn how to create magic, fly on broomsticks, and interact with fantastical creatures. Harry made many new friends, including a clever girl named Hermione and a fun-loving boy named Ron. They attended classes together, explored the school's secrets, and embarked on adventures in the world of wizards. Every night, Harry would read magical books in bed and dream of more adventures and spells. He discovered that at Hogwarts, dreams could become reality, and with belief in oneself, one could perform incredible feats. Harry's story tells us that when we are full of curiosity and courage, we can discover new things and realize our dreams. Now, close your eyes and imagine that you are at Hogwarts, preparing for a new adventure. Good night, everyone. May your dreams continue to be filled with enchanting adventures.
Chapter 2. Harry's First Match.
At Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, there was a magical sport called Quidditch. Harry Potter was an excellent Quidditch player, and one day, he and his team were preparing for a very special match. They were about to face a very powerful opponent, and the outcome of the match would determine if they could win the Quidditch Cup. Harry was excited, but also a bit nervous. As the match began, he mounted his deluxe broom and soared into the sky, chasing the magical ball. He displayed amazing skills, earning cheers from the enthusiastic crowd. However, their opponents were equally formidable, and the match became increasingly intense. It seemed like the result was hanging in the balance until the very last moment. Just when the match was about to end, Harry caught the magical ball, securing their victory. The entire crowd erupted into joyous cheers, and Harry's teammates rushed to celebrate with him. This victory made Harry incredibly proud, and he knew that teamwork and effort were the keys to success. He celebrated with his teammates and then looked up at the starry sky, feeling content and happy. At that moment, a small fairy flew to Harry. She had shimmering wings and a sparkling crown. The fairy smiled at Harry and said, "Congratulations, young wizard. Your victory was the result of fair competition, so I shall grant you a reward." The fairy gave Harry a gleaming deluxe broom, which was the flying broomstick he had always dreamed of. Harry felt immensely grateful, knowing that this reward would help him excel in future matches. From that day on, Harry Potter continued to be an outstanding Quidditch player, creating one magical moment after another with his deluxe broom. He understood that a game was more than just victory. It represented friendship, cooperation, and the spirit of teamwork. Every time he soared through the sky, he felt an overwhelming sense of freedom and happiness, like a true wizard with his very own world. Harry knew that no matter how many challenges he faced, he could always move forward with courage, for he had proven himself as a remarkable Quidditch player. Good night, everyone. May your dreams continue to be filled with enchanting adventures.
Chapter 3. Harry's Journey to Hogwarts. The Sorting Hat's Decision.
Once upon a time, in a world of magic and wonder, there was a young wizard named Harry. He had just received his letter to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The day of his journey to Hogwarts had arrived, and Harry was filled with excitement. On a crisp, clear morning, Harry found himself at King's Cross Station with his new friend, Ron Weasley. They stood before a seemingly ordinary barrier between platforms 9 and 10. But as any young witch or wizard would tell you, this was no ordinary barrier. As they approached the barrier, they gathered their courage and, with a run, they vanished right through it. To their amazement, they emerged on platform 9 3/4, a hidden platform known only to magical folks. The Hogwarts Express, a magnificent scarlet train, was waiting for them. It was time to board the train that would carry them to their magical school. As the train chugged along, Harry and Ron couldn't contain their excitement. They gazed out of the windows at the picturesque countryside passing by. The landscape was a blend of vibrant colors and enchanting scenery, unlike anything they had ever seen. Upon their arrival at Hogwarts, they were led to the Great Hall. The Sorting Hat, an ancient and wise hat, sat on a stool at the front. It was time for the Sorting Hat to determine which of the 4 schoolhouses each student would belong to: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. One by one, the students were called to sit on the stool, and the Sorting Hat would whisper its choice in their ears. The Sorting Hat was lowered onto Harry's head. He felt a flurry of thoughts and emotions. The Sorting Hat seemed to have a special conversation with Harry. It whispered in his ear,
You have bravery and a thirst for knowledge, but there's also a heart full of loyalty. It's a tough decision, but I've found the perfect place for you.
After a moment of contemplation, the Sorting Hat exclaimed,
Gryffindor!
Harry was both surprised and delighted. He joined Ron and his new friend Hermione at the Gryffindor table, feeling like he had found a second family. In the hallways, Harry and his friends were not alone. The castle was filled with the laughter of ghosts, like nearly headless Nick, and the wisdom of the Sorting Hat, which had sorted students for generations. Their adventures at Hogwarts were just beginning. They learned about magic, made new friends, and explored the mysteries of the school. Each day was an enchanting journey, full of surprises and discoveries. And as the magical night at Hogwarts unfolded, Harry knew that he was part of something truly extraordinary, something that would shape his destiny and lead to incredible adventures. With that thought in mind, Harry and his friends drifted off to sleep, knowing that the world of magic would always be there to welcome them into a new day of enchantment.
Chapter 4. Harry's Ghostly Quest. Freeing Lily's Lost Soul.
Harry and his friends spent a fulfilling and enjoyable school year at Hogwarts. They learned many magical skills like transfiguration, flying, and spells, and their friendship grew stronger. However, during this school year, a mysterious event began to circulate within the Hogwarts school. Some students claimed to have seen a ghostly girl at night, appearing in the corridors only to suddenly disappear. After this news spread, students started feeling scared, and many began to avoid the corridors at night. Harry, Hermione, and Ron decided to investigate. They believed that it would take magic and courage to uncover the truth about the mysterious girl. They delved into ancient scrolls in the library, sought advice from older students, and tirelessly searched for clues day and night. Finally, they discovered the girl's name was Lily. Lily had been an excellent student at Hogwarts, but she had disappeared a long time ago. Through their research, Harry and his friends found a magical diary that chronicled Lily's adventures and dreams. They learned that Lily's soul was trapped within Hogwarts, yearning to fulfill her long-lost dream, and she needed their help to make it come true. Harry, Hermione, and Ron felt deeply concerned, but they were determined to assist Lily on her adventure. They embarked on a series of magical rituals to discover how to free her. They needed to understand Lily's desires and dreams. Through studying Lily's magical diary, they found that her dream was to explore a mysterious place known as the Valley of Enchantment. This place was said to possess endless magical powers and knowledge. Harry, Hermione, and Ron believed that only by helping Lily realize her dream could they free her soul. They collected the necessary magical tools and began their adventure to the Valley of Enchantment. On their journey to the Valley of Enchantment, they faced many challenges and dangers, including traversing a mysterious forest, solving ancient magical puzzles, and interacting with magical creatures. They needed wisdom and courage to overcome these obstacles and make Lily's dream come true. When they finally arrived at the Valley of Enchantment, they found a magical crystal believed to be the key to fulfilling Lily's dream. Harry, Hermione, and Ron combined their magic, activated the crystal, and made Lily's dream come true. They used a special spell to release Lily's soul, known as the
Liberation Charm.
The charm's purpose was to release trapped souls or energies, allowing them to find peace. As the crystal's light shone, Lily's soul gradually found release and peace within the Valley of Enchantment. She expressed her gratitude to Harry, Hermione, and Ron, then faded into the beautiful landscape of the valley. They had successfully freed Lily's soul, and in the process, they learned more about the importance of friendship, courage, and cooperation.
Chapter 5: The Magical Defense of Hogwarts.
Once upon a time, in the enchanting world of wizards and witches, there was a special school called Hogwarts. This school was no ordinary school. It was a place where young witches and wizards learned the art of magic. At Hogwarts, there was a kind and wise professor named Professor Dumbledore, who was the headmaster of the school. One sunny morning, Professor Dumbledore gathered all the students at Hogwarts and told them about a great danger. He spoke of a magical stone that could give its possessor the power to live forever. This powerful stone was hidden deep within the school, and Professor Dumbledore knew that it had to be protected. To guard the stone, Professor Dumbledore made a brave decision. He entrusted the key to a clever and loyal professor named Professor Flitwick. Professor Flitwick had a magical charm that made him the perfect guardian. But guarding the stone was not the only challenge Hogwarts faced. There was a dark and menacing sorcerer named Nicholas Flamel who sought the stone for his own gain. He was determined to find it, and his magic was strong. To protect the school, Professor Dumbledore and his loyal professors decided to teach the students a powerful spell, a defense spell. This spell would help the students protect Hogwarts from any dark forces that might try to harm it.
Protego.
Protego, a shield charm. Protego is a defensive spell used in the wizarding world to create a protective magical barrier or shield. The students at Hogwarts were excited to learn this new spell. They practiced day and night, and their dedication was unwavering. They knew that the safety of their beloved school depended on their hard work. As the days passed, the students grew stronger and more confident. They experienced a range of emotions, from the initial excitement of learning a powerful spell to the challenges of mastering it. The friendships among the students deepened as they faced these trials together. With each practice, the students not only honed their magical abilities, but also discovered newfound strengths within themselves. The air in the Hogwarts courtyard crackled with anticipation and determination. The day of the great battle arrived, and Nicolas Flamel and his dark forces approached Hogwarts. But the students, armed with their newfound knowledge and bravery, stood tall and united. The atmosphere was charged with a mix of fear and courage. The battle was fierce, with magical spells lighting up the night sky. The students' determination was unwavering. With their defense spell, they protected the school from harm, and Hogwarts remained a place of magic and wonder. In the end, good triumphed over evil, and Nicolas Flamel was defeated. The magical stone was safe, and the students of Hogwarts had proven that they were not only brave and strong, but also united in their quest to protect their magical home. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, Professor Dumbledore looked at his students with pride. The courtyard echoed with cheers and laughter, a testament to the bonds forged through shared challenges and victories. And so, the students of Hogwarts went to bed that night, knowing that their school was safe and that they were a part of something truly magical. As they closed their eyes, they dreamt of the adventures that awaited them at Hogwarts and the many more victories to come.
Chapter 6. Harry's Enchanted Birthday at the Burrow.
Once upon a time, in the enchanting world of wizards and magic, there lived a young boy named Harry Potter. Harry was a special boy with a lightning bolt scar on his forehead, which was a sign of his incredible adventures. One sunny morning, Harry was in his room, feeling a bit sad. You see, it was Harry's birthday, but he had never really celebrated it. He lived with his aunt and uncle, who weren't very nice to him. As Harry sat on his bed, thinking about the day ahead, something remarkable happened. There was a soft pop, and a small creature appeared in his room. It was a house elf named Dobby. Dobby had big, round eyes and large ears that stuck out. He was wearing a mismatched assortment of clothes. Dobby looked at Harry with concern and said,
"Harry Potter, sir. Dobby has come to warn you. Terrible things are going to happen at Hogwarts this year. You must not go back to school."
Harry was surprised and asked,
What terrible things, Dobby? I need to go back to school. It's the only place I can call home.
Dobby explained all the dangers, but Harry was determined. He thanked Dobby for the warning, but couldn't imagine missing out on another year at Hogwarts. However, just as Dobby was about to disappear, he gave Harry a little gift, a pair of colorful socks.
Happy birthday, Harry Potter, sir.
Dobby said with a smile, and then he vanished. Harry put on the socks and felt a strange sensation. It was as if the socks had a magic of their own. They started moving, and before he knew it, he was being whisked away to a place he'd never been before. He landed in a cozy, magical place known as the Burrow. The Burrow, a whimsical and crooked house, stood amidst rolling hills and swaying trees. Its exterior was a vibrant display of mismatched bricks and charming, leaning chimneys. This enchanting abode was not just a home. It was a haven for warmth and acceptance. As Harry stepped through the door, the lively chatter and laughter of the Weasley family enveloped him. The air was filled with the delightful aroma of homemade treats, and the crackling fireplace cast a comforting glow. Mrs. Weasley, a beacon of kindness and hospitality, greeted him with a warm hug that felt like an embrace from family.
Surprise, Harry! We couldn't let your birthday go uncelebrated.
Mrs. Weasley exclaimed, her eyes twinkling with joy. The Weasley twins, Fred and George, whisked Harry away to the Quidditch pitch behind the Burrow. The golden rays of the sun bathed the field as they soared through the air on their broomsticks. Laughter echoed as they executed daring maneuvers, and the thrill of the game created bonds of camaraderie that only magical friends could share. Following the exhilarating match, they returned to the Burrow, where a feast awaited them. Tables were laden with an array of delectable homemade dishes, treacle tarts, cauldron cakes, and Mrs. Weasley's famous savory pies. The air was filled with the clinking of goblets and the joyous banter of the Weasley siblings as the sun began its descent, casting hues of pink and gold across the sky. The Weasleys gathered in the garden. The atmosphere buzzed with the magic of camaraderie and friendship. Mrs. Weasley conjured a magnificent display of fireworks that illuminated the night, painting the sky with cascades of colors. In that moment, surrounded by the laughter and love of the Weasley family, Harry felt a profound sense of belonging. The Burrow was not just a house, it was a sanctuary where bonds were forged and love was abundant. As the stars twinkled above, Harry realized that, indeed, family and friends can turn an ordinary day into something truly extraordinary. With a heart full of gratitude and joy, Harry settled into a cozy corner of the Burrow, knowing that this birthday would forever be etched in his memory as the best one he had ever experienced.
Chapter 7. Hogwarts Secrets. Adventures in the Magic Forest.
In the magical world, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry welcomed a new school year. Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron returned to this land of wonders, filled with anticipation and excitement for the unknown. The Forbidden Forest on the edge of the school was known for its mysteries and unexplored secrets. One day, as they wandered along the edge of the forest, they heard whispers among the leaves, seemingly telling ancient stories and hidden magic. The fantastic play of light and shadow, deep within the forest, sparked their curiosity.
Hey, do you hear that? The forest sounds like it's speaking to us.
Remember, the Forbidden Forest is off limits. We should be careful.
There's something magical about this forest. I can feel it.
The fantastic play of light and shadow, deep within the forest, continued to spark their curiosity. Ron jokingly suggested an adventure into the forest, but Hermione cautioned them about the unknown dangers that might lurk within. One night, in a secluded corner of the library, Harry stumbled upon an ancient mirror, the Mirror of Erised.
This mirror shows my parents.
Harry, this mirror is ancient. It's called the Mirror of Erised. It shows us our deepest desires.
And I see myself winning the Quidditch Cup.
While immersed in their thoughts, they unexpectedly discovered a hidden trapdoor in the library. Driven by curiosity, they decided to explore this mysterious passage.
Lumos? Look, a hidden trapdoor!
It's locked. Let me try. Alohomora! There we go. Let's see where this leads.
They found that the passage led to a secret chamber beneath the school, filled with an air of mystery and magic. In the chamber, they encountered Professor Snape, who was investigating a mysterious incident.
This place gives me the creeps. It's like history is watching us.
There's so much we don't know about Hogwarts. Every corner has a story.
What are you doing here? This is no place for students.
We're sorry, Professor. We just stumbled upon it. We didn't mean any harm.
Professor, we want to help. Is there something wrong?
Initially, his stern demeanor made them fearful, but as time passed, they began to understand and appreciate Snape's deep affection for Hogwarts and its students. Just as they were helping Professor Snape solve the puzzle of the chamber, an injured magical creature appeared. The creature seemed to have suffered severe injuries.
We need to help it. Curazia reparo.
Her wand gently touches the creature's wounds, enveloped in a gentle light.
Here goes. Sanamentum. I hope this helps with the deeper injuries.
He cast the spell, covering the creature in a healing light.
Vitalis Revivo should help too.
The creature's eyes begin to show life. Finally, to help the creature relieve pain and anxiety, Hermione gently cast the Calmentia spell.
There. Calmentia. It's okay, little one. You're safe now.
The creature relaxes, its eyes showing gratitude. Through their efforts, the injured magical creature eventually recovered. This process not only tested their magical skills, but also deepened their understanding and respect for the magical world. At the same time, their friendship and trust were strengthened by this shared experience. As the school year ended, Harry, Hermione, and Ron reflected on their adventures together. They realized that the true magic of Hogwarts lay not only in its spells and magic, but in the adventurous times they shared and the unbreakable bonds they formed with each other.
Chapter 8 Hermione's Magical Adventure.
Once upon a time, in a world filled with wizards and wonders, there lived a young witch named Hermione Granger. She had bushy brown hair and a passion for learning magic, making her an extraordinary girl. She had two best friends, Harry and Ron, with whom she experienced many remarkable adventures. One sunny morning, Hermione received a special invitation to visit Flourish and Blott's, the most famous bookstore in Diagon Alley. Her heart was filled with excitement. She rushed to Harry and Ron, exclaiming,
"You won't believe this. I've been invited to Flourish and Blott's. It's a dream come true for me."
Harry, with a smile, responded,
Wow, that's fantastic, Hermione. We must check it out.
Ron, always looking for a treat, chimed in.
Hope they have some good desserts there.
At Flourish and Blott's, Hermione browsed the shelves, discovering books about ancient spells, magical creatures, and even Quidditch. But what caught her eye was a book written by the famous wizard Gilderoy Lockhart, titled Magical Mishaps and Misadventures. Hermione couldn't resist buying the book. As she paid, the shopkeeper handed her the book, with a sly smile, saying,
"Be careful, young witch. Lockhart's tales aren't always what they seem."
As Hermione flipped through the pages, she stumbled upon a footnote mentioning a dark wizard named Voldemort, described as the greatest threat Hogwarts had ever faced. Curious and uneasy, Hermione decided to share this discovery with Harry and Ron.
There's a mention of a dark wizard named Voldemort here. Do you know anything about him?
She asked. Harry replied,
Voldemort? That name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Ron, with a hint of concern, added,
I've heard my family mention him. They say he's very dangerous.
Back at school, Gilbert Lockwood was invited to give a demonstration of defensive spells. The students, expecting an impressive display, were instead amused as Gilbert's spellcasting resulted in humorous, unintended effects, like changing the color of his hair. The students whispered among themselves, with one saying,
"Look at Lockwood's hair turning pink!"
and another remarking,
"His magic is funny, but not very practical."
Undeterred, Hermione left the shop and decided to read the book Under the Whomping Willow, a magical tree on the Hogwarts grounds. The tree had enormous branches that swung violently, trying to hit anyone who came too close. As Hermione sat under the tree, engrossed in Lockhart's stories, she didn't notice the Whomping Willow's branches suddenly lashing out at her. Just as it was about to strike, Harry and Ron rushed to her rescue. One day, while retrieving a lost ball, the tree playfully trapped Harry and his friends with its branches. Using teamwork and a simple levitation charm, Wingardium Leviosa, they managed to free themselves, learning the importance of patience and teamwork. Harry and his friends realized that real skill and knowledge often come with humility, and it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. Afterward, Hermione, contemplating the day's events, told Harry and Ron,
I've decided to return Lockhart's book. I think some things we have to experience for ourselves to truly learn.
Harry nodded.
Sometimes first-hand experience is more valuable than what we read in books.
Ron quipped.
That sounds like something Ron Weasley would say.
As autumn arrived, the school prepared for its annual Ghostly Gala, a celebration for the resident ghosts of Willowmere. Harry and his friends helped organize the event, which included a spectral dance and a feast of ghostly delights. The gala was a night of laughter and ethereal fun, teaching Harry and his friends to appreciate the histories and stories of all beings, living or spectral. After a day of adventure, night fell. Harry, Hermione, and Ron bid each other good night, then went to bed. They entered their dreams contentedly, looking forward to the new adventures tomorrow would bring. On this peaceful night at Hogwarts, the dreams of the three friends were filled with magic and endless possibilities.
Chapter 9. The Moonlit Secret of Hogwarts.
After another adventure at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Harry, Hermione, and Ron stumbled upon an ancient map. This map depicted a mysterious location within the school known as the Secret Under the Moonlight. Hermione studied the map meticulously and discovered that it pointed to a hidden room in the school's library. The clues on the map suggested that this place concealed an ancient secret. On a bright night of a full moon, the three friends decided to embark on a midnight adventure. They carefully navigated through the school's corridors, avoiding patrolling teachers and wandering ghosts. Eventually, they arrived at the location indicated on the map, a forgotten room filled with dusty magical artifacts and ancient books. In one corner of the room hung a peculiar painting, its scenery seemingly moving slowly as the viewer's perspective changed, with forests and animals in the painting appearing almost lifelike. Hermione cautiously opened a box found in the room, inside which lay an ancient magical amulet. The amulet glowed with a mysterious blue light under Hermione's touch, gently vibrating as if responding to her. This discovery led to a series of questions. The trio began to research the origins and purpose of the amulet, finding that it was closely related to the history of the school and might be an important relic left by one of the founders of Hogwarts. As they delved into the amulet's mystery, they gradually uncovered a story hidden in the history of Hogwarts. This story involved friendship, betrayal, and the power of magic among the founders. Ron noticed the mysterious painting in the room and proposed a bold hypothesis that the painting might be related to the amulet and could be the key to unraveling the entire mystery. During their exploration, they accidentally found an ancient diary containing a terrifying prophecy. The prophecy mentioned a dark wizard named Voldemort, who had once been a student at Hogwarts and later became the greatest threat to the school and the entire magical world. This name gave Harry an ominous premonition, seemingly directly connected to the challenges they were about to face. As the night deepened, the three friends returned to their dormitory, filled with excitement and curiosity about their new discoveries. They knew that this new adventure had not only deepened their understanding of Hogwarts, but had also strengthened their friendship and spirit of adventure. On this peaceful night, they all pondered the greater secrets that were about to be revealed, as well as the truth behind the name Voldemort.
Chapter 10: The Hidden Mysteries of Hogwarts.
After delving into the ancient amulet, Harry, Hermione, and Ron were surprised by the sudden arrival of the Minister of Magic, Cornelius Fudge, at Hogwarts. Fudge, a middle-aged man dressed in formal robes and with a stern face, visited with an urgent and formal demeanor. He warned Headmaster Dumbledore of an unknown magical threat lurking around the school. Although he did not reveal specific details, Harry felt this might be related to their discovery. Seeking answers, the trio decided to venture into the Forbidden Forest. Deep in the forest, they encountered Aragog, a giant and wise spider. Aragog told them an ancient story of a powerful wizard who long ago tried to create a chamber of secrets within Hogwarts, accessible only to pure-blood wizards and harboring a dangerous creature. This story led the three to realize that the secret of the chamber was related to one of the founders of the school. Aragog's story inspired Harry and his friends to believe that the chamber might hold secrets of Hogwarts' past. They decided to bravely search for and explore this legendary chamber. During their exploration of the chamber, they uncovered a series of clues, suggesting that the true identity of the heir of Slytherin might be related to one of the founders of Hogwarts, who had tried to protect the school from external threats. During their search for the chamber, the house elf Dobby suddenly appeared. Since Harry had helped him gain his freedom, Dobby decided to repay Harry and his friends. Dobby believed they could uncover the long-standing secrets of Hogwarts and was determined to help them with all his abilities. As a house elf, Dobby possessed the ability to become invisible, allowing him to move silently through the corridors and rooms of Hogwarts. This was invaluable for searching for clues and avoiding the attention of teachers. Dobby's magic was different from that of wizards. He could cast spells without the need for a wand. He used this ability to help Harry and his friends unlock locked doors, move heavy objects, and even magically repair a broken bridge in an emergency. Dobby's insight was sharp. He noticed details that Harry and his friends had overlooked, such as hidden clues in a painting or blurred text in an ancient book. At a crucial moment, Dobby used his deep knowledge of Hogwarts to solve a complex puzzle, and a mysterious painting revealed an ancient prophecy mentioning that 3 young wizards would uncover the deepest secrets of Hogwarts and bring a new era of peace. This painting was actually created by the 4 founders as a symbol of hope and prophecy for the future. Dobby's assistance was invaluable to Harry, Hermione, and Ron. He not only provided practical help, but also brought courage and hope. The 3 friends became even more convinced that with Dobby by their side, they could uncover the secrets of Hogwarts. After a series of mysteries and challenges, Harry, Hermione, and Ron finally found the entrance to the chamber. Inside, they discovered an ancient magical artifact, revealing the true founding purpose of Hogwarts, not only to educate all wizards and witches, but also to protect the peace and harmony of the magical world.
Chapter 11. Unveiling the Ultimate Secret of Hogwarts.
After a series of adventures revealing the history of Hogwarts, Harry, Hermione, and Ron finally faced their greatest challenge: unveiling the ultimate secret of Hogwarts and confronting the growing dark forces. Harry, Hermione, and Ron unraveled the mystery of the heir of Slytherin. They discovered that the so-called heir was actually a direct descendant of one of Hogwarts' founders, named Eric Slytherin. Unlike his ancestor Salazar Slytherin, Eric was committed to correcting historical errors and protecting Hogwarts from future threats. As they delved deeper, the unknown magical threat, previously warned by Cornelius Fudge, the Minister of Magic, emerged. This threat was not only Voldemort, but also an older and more evil black magic force approaching Hogwarts. The roots of this force were ancient, seemingly intertwined with the founding of Hogwarts and ancient magic. The trio discovered that Voldemort's past was closely linked to the hidden secrets of Hogwarts. Voldemort, once one of the Academy's finest students, later became its greatest threat. His dark ambitions and quest for immortality posed a threat to the entire magical world. Deep within Hogwarts, they found an ancient magical amulet, believed to be a powerful magical item left by one of the founders. The amulet was not only related to Voldemort's rise, but was also key in combating him. The ancient amulet, found deep within Hogwarts, was a powerful magical artifact and a vessel imbued with the magic and wisdom of one of the founders. It had the ability to connect and amplify magical energy, enhancing the user's magical power. When Voldemort and his followers surrounded Hogwarts, preparing for their final assault, in the last battle, Harry, Hermione, and Ron discovered that touching the amulet together released a powerful beam of light with the ability to dispel darkness and strengthen defenses. They used this feature to resist the attacks of Voldemort and his followers, providing additional strength to Hogwarts' defenses. The trio, along with the school's teachers and students, united to confront the impending dark forces. In this arduous battle, they used all their knowledge, courage, and magic to defend their beloved school. In the final showdown, Harry discovered his deep connection with Voldemort, stemming from a part of Voldemort's soul left in him when Voldemort had tried to kill him. This realization allowed Harry to sense Voldemort's emotions and intentions, even influencing his thoughts to some extent. At the crucial moment, Harry used this connection to predict Voldemort's actions and find the perfect moment to strike back. At the same time, he used this deep connection to distract Voldemort, creating an advantage in the battle for his friends and the teachers and students of Hogwarts. This ultimately weakened Voldemort's power. In this epic confrontation, Voldemort was finally defeated and his plot was foiled. With Voldemort's downfall, Hogwarts and the entire magical world once again welcomed peace. Harry, Hermione, and Ron were hailed as heroes. They not only revealed the secrets of Hogwarts, but also successfully protected their beloved school. This adventure strengthened their friendship and taught them the true value of unity, courage, and wisdom. With the arrival of peace, Harry, Hermione, and Ron continued their studies, making indelible contributions to the future of the magical world. Their story became a legend of Hogwarts, inspiring generations of young wizards and witches.
Unveiling the ultimate secret of Hogwarts. Confronting the growing dark forces. Unraveled the mystery of the heir of Slytherin. Intertwined. Seemingly intertwined with the founding of Hogwarts and ancient magic. Finest. Voldemort, once one of the Academy's finest students. Immortality. His dark ambitions for immortality posed a threat to the entire magical world. Who was the heir of Slytherin according to the story? What did the trio find deep within Hogwarts? What was Voldemort's connection to Harry? The mysterious magical threat was not only Voldemort, but also an older and more evil Black approaching Hogwarts. During the final battle, touching the amulet together released a powerful that could dispel darkness. Beam of light. In the end, Harry used his with Voldemort to predict and counter his actions. Connection.
Learn more about the sorting head.
Let's learn more about the sorting hat. Hi there. In the previous episode, we talked about the sorting hat's decision. Do you remember which house Harry was sorted into? That's right, you got it. Harry was sorted into Gryffindor. So, do you know how many houses there are at Hogwarts? Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin are the 4 houses in the Harry Potter series. Each house has its unique traits and values, and students are assigned to them by the sorting hat based on their personalities and characteristics. Here are some traits and qualities associated with each house. Gryffindor, house colors, red and gold. Traits: brave, courageous, just, daring. Founder: Godric Gryffindor.
Hufflepuff. House colors: yellow and black. Traits: loyal, patient, kind, fair. Founder: Helga Hufflepuff. Ravenclaw. House colors: blue and silver. Traits: wise, innovative, knowledge-seeking, clever. Founder: Rowena Ravenclaw.
Slytherin. House colors: green and silver. Traits: ambitious, cunning, determined, leadership. Founder: Salazar Slytherin.